This kind of truth table is implication or conditional. So that means if-then sentences. So you either say P implies Q, or you write it as P with the arrow and then Q. But those are if-thens. So the way that implication works is that we're going to think about a situation where a friend makes you a promise. So your friend promises, if I find a $10 bill, then I'll take you to the movies. So the question is whether they lie to you or whether they keep their word. So the first situation is they actually do find the money and they do take you to the movies. Did they lie? No, they kept their promise, so that's a true statement. The second situation is they found the money but did not take you to the movies. In that case, they did lie to you. They broke their promise, so that's a false result. They said if they found money, they'd take you to the movies. However, they did find the $10 bill, but they didn't take you to the movies, so they lied to you. The next result, or situation, is they didn't find any money, but they also take you to the movie anyway. So, they didn't lie to you. They just said if they found money, they'd take you. They didn't find the money, but they took you anyway just because they're nice. So that's actually still a true statement. And then the last situation, they didn't find money and they didn't take you to the movies. Nothing happened. He didn't lie to you, didn't break a promise, so that's a true statement. The only time that implies is false is when it's a true hypothesis leading to a false conclusion. Every time I do these truth tables, I write true implies false is false. Okay, that's the only time that it's false. So if you look at this implies truth table here, this implication, the only time that you get a false result is when you have true leading to false. So they found money, but then they did not take you to the movies, so that's a lie. Okay, we're going to jump to the next page of problems here and do the first two together. So first of all, the headers, we need a P, we need a Q, we need a P and Q. Again, you can put parentheses, you don't have to. And then we need a P and Q implies P. So just like before, we'll start with true, true, false, false, and true, false, true, false. Now remember the and. In order for and to be true, you need two trues. Need two trues for and to be true. So the only place that there's two trues is the first one. So right here, true and true is true. Everything else has at least one false, so the rest of those are false. Now for the next situation, we're looking at P implies Q. So that's this column, and then the first column. So we're doing P implies Q leading to P. P implies Q. P and Q implies P. P and Q implies P. Again, the only time that implies is false is when it's a true hypothesis and a false conclusion. True implies false is false. True implies false is false. So where does it happen that you have a true leading to a false? Now you need to be careful because the order matters. P and Q is your hypothesis. P is your conclusion. So we're actually looking at where do we have a true here leading to a false back here. We need a true leading to a false. Well, here's a true, but it's leading to a true. So that's still true. And then none of these are true, so none of those are going to be true leading to false. So all of those are going to be true. All of them are a true leading to a true, or a false leading to a true, or a false leading to a false. None of them are true leads to false. Okay, and then the next example, one more of those. We have a P, we have a Q, we have a P or Q, and then we have a P implies P or Q. We'll put our columns in here. So we have true, true, false, false, and then true, false, true, false. Now, or, remember, at least one true is true. So if there's any true at all, it's true. So true, true, true. The only time that or is false is when there's two falses. And then our last column, we're looking at our last column here, we're going P implies P or Q. So P implies P or Q. So we're going that direction. So again, the only time that you'll get a false is when it's true leads to false. Where does that happen? Well, this is true leading to true. Nope. That's true. This is true leading to true. That's true. This is false leading to true. That's true. And then the last one is false leading to false, and that's true. Okay, all of those are true. This is the end of the lesson on conditional truth tables.